They owe this debt. And I'm coming back not just on my own behalf, but I'm coming back on behalf of all the people who have paid taxes to these idiots that are wearing down this country and taking it into treason and sedition and all that, insurrection and domestic terrorism. And I can prove all of it. I yield.
Sure. You know, may I?
Yeah, John, go ahead.
One of the things that's very interesting to understand is that once we're issuing a currency, there's no longer need for taxes, because we issue the currency as a receipt for the goods and services that we've decided are, well, you know, what we want our government to do. So there's no need for taxes because of the seigniorage. And seigniorage is simply the difference between what it costs to produce the currency, digital or printed or whatever, and the value that we assign to it. It makes a huge difference when you think about the role that taxation and the control that the taxation idea gives the government. Even though all the taxes are voluntary, et cetera, it's still an awful lot of people complying with the, with the tax code. So not having any taxes would make a big difference in the way that people experience their government. In other words, whenever there's a decision to do something, then we fund it by issuing the money. There's no question where are we going to get the money. Nobody's wondering where we're going to get the money. If we've agreed that it's good, we'll issue the money. And we'll regulate the money supply so that the money always maintains its value. I have a question. There's a considerable body of these kinds of liens against oaths, against the courts, against the malfeasance that proves the corruption.
Right.
What does anybody think about what would be necessary to get the courts to recognize and enforce?
Why don't we wrap up our series on individual cases?
Yes.
And so we can go directly into that issue, John.